This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, welcome back to Movie Battles here on the Flying Cow. I am your host, Clay Johnson, and here at Movie Battles is where we take the very best in Disney, Pixar, movie trivia, and we put them head to head. And calling this match here with me today is Dr. Megan McCurley. Megan, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Excited to jump into another round of this tournament. I love tournament season, and this has been quite the spectacle so far.
Yes, it has. Here we are in our very first second round match, bringing you the Fairest, Amanda VanHiel, taking on the DreamWorker, Cameron Holzman. These two competitors are, Amanda pulled off that match in the first round against Lauren, and Cameron basically steamrolled his way into this match. So I'm excited to see what these two are going to do against each other today.
Absolutely. And I got to be in on Amanda's first round match. So it was really cool to get to see her and Lauren go back and forth. I thought they were fairly well and equally matched during that particular match itself. And, Cameron, I think, was our odds-on favorite from the get-go. So that first round performance doesn't necessarily surprise me, but I definitely would appreciate, and I think it would be exciting to get to see him challenged a little bit here in the second round as we're getting closer and closer to those finals.
Yeah, if for nothing else than to maybe give him a little bit of humility, just a little bit. But what do you say we go ahead and introduce today's competitors?
Sounds amazing.
All right. Introducing first, representing Sunshine and Rainbows, with a record of 6 wins, 4 defeats, and 2 knockouts. She is a former Movie Battles #1 contender. She is the fairest of them all, Amanda VanHiel. Amanda, how are you today?
I am somewhat nervous. I pulled a win out off of Lauren, which is a big deal because he's really good. Maybe I can do it again with Cameron.
Yeah, you shut down the upset king, the guy who had basically a Cinderella story in last year's tournament. Are you thinking maybe taking his place this year?
May as well.
All right. We'll just have to see how that plan holds out. So let's go ahead and bring in your competitor for today. And her opponent, representing the superior brand, with a record of 5 wins, 1 defeat, and 3 knockouts. He is the rookie sensation and a former Movie Battles #1 contender. He is the DreamWorker, Cameron Holzman. Cameron, how are you today, sir?
I'm good. It's good to be back. It's good to be playing another match. Like you said, the guy who pulls off upsets in tournaments has been defeated. So now I have truly nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, here you are. Like I said, you have this match today against Amanda, and you're feeling supremely confident, I'm guessing?
I have no reason not to.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let us bring Amanda back in here then. And we are going to go ahead then into the reading of the rules for round number 1. In round number 1, 8 questions from random categories will be given to all competitors. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Answers in this round must be spoken aloud when revealing your response. If all questions in this round are worth 1 point. If a competitor gets all 8 questions correct, they will receive a 1-point bonus question. Competitors also have 3 repeats that they can use at any point throughout the match. If you just need a little bit more time or you want to hear a question again, use your repeats. Competitors also have a challenge. If at any point you disagree with the ruling of a question, use your challenge. There is no stealing in this round. All right. Are our competitors ready?
Ready.
Yep. I'll listen to all the questions this time, I swear.
That's a good strategy. Megs, are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right. Then I don't know about you guys, but I feel ready for a movie battle. Action begin. And we will start in round number 1 with question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. These are the films of mostly the 30s through the 50s. And your question. You can find pixies, mermaids, and a hungry crocodile in which film? Hungry crocodiles. Now, I think this place is mostly known more for alligators, but I went down to Louisiana quite a few times as a kid. For some reason, it was my father's favorite vacation spot, and I once had a dream where an alligator came up on the shore, and I couldn't move, and it ate me.
Truly terrifying, I'm sure.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Love those anxiety dreams. All right. Amanda, we are starting with you.
Peter Pan.
It is Peter Pan. And Cameron.
It could be the best classic Disney film, if not for,
Things.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That is correct. And I have made a mistake here. What's this? All right. All right. So they are currently tied going into the second question in this round.
And we are going to move into the Renaissance, the era of the 90s. What was the first film to feature a Disney princess in the 1990s?
1990s.
It's cleverly a little bit of a movie release date question because you have to think of the order of the films. So
absolutely, it is. You have to. You got to have a little bit of knowledge here. We'll
Just
see what our competitors have in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And we'll go ahead and we'll start with Cameron.
Beauty and the Beast.
That is correct. Amanda.
Same.
Beauty
Very
and
good.
the Beast. Neither one of them were tripped off by that clever wording. So we are going to go now, still tied at 2, go now into the third question, which is in the category of the dark times. These are the films of the 2000s. And your question. What type of creature is the lovesick Ray in The Princess and the Frog?
This soundtrack has a few of my favorites from this era.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I mean there's definitely some fun
Some nice
songs in
catchy
this.
tunes.
Absolutely. Yeah, some good stuff in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we're starting with Amanda.
But Firefly.
Firefly is correct. Cameron.
Much like the show of the same name, he was taken from us too soon. Firefly.
All right. All right, so our players are both still tied at 3 going into the next question.
All right, and our fourth question is in Pixar. What is the name of May's classmate who is constantly giving her a hard time in Turning Red?
Turning Red. Big fan of this film. This is honestly shot to the near the top of my list for Pixar films.
Okay. I don't know quite where it lands. It was enjoyable. Just a little bit of too much of a recency bias yet.
Can I get a repeat?
3. Absolutely, you can. So that is Amanda's first repeat.
All right. What is the name of May's classmate who is constantly giving her a hard time in Turning Red?
Yeah, we as I've mentioned before, I was on the Cinefanatics ranking of Pixar,
Yes.
and I put this in the top tier. A
lot of people
gets
really
me.
it definitely hit on some topics that had yet to be talked about in Pixar films, so I can definitely see where it resonates
And I
strongly
think
with a lot
it
of people.
handles them rather well too. In
Mhm.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And we'll go ahead and start with Cameron.
I got not a clue. I wrote Ryan.
Ryan is not what I was looking for. Amanda, did that repeat pay off?
No, I've seen it and I drew a blank. I just put Tyler. I don't know.
Tyler is actually correct.
Okay, I was right. Okay,
Is
awesome.
correct for
I
one
was like racking my
point.
brain. I knew it started with a T.
Yeah. And with that, Amanda takes a 1-point lead over Cameron. So she is actually still perfect going into the 5th question in this round, which comes to us from the category of hybrid and Muppets. These are, of course, the live action animation combinations and Muppets films. And your question: what was the first Muppet film to feature the character Pepe the King Prawn? In the second round of the tournament, questions getting a little bit more challenging here.
Yes, gotta ratchet it up. I must say, Pepe makes me think of a very different character
Okay.
initially, but
Sure. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we're going first to Amanda. Keeping it alive.
Muppets in Space.
I cannot accept Muppets in Space. Cameron.
Oh crap.
It's Muppets from Space.
Oh crap. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Muppets from Space.
Yes,
Okay.
Muppets from Space. So on the right idea, unfortunately did not get the name of the film correct.
Gotcha.
So both players missing that question. To paraphrase Tom Hanks in Apollo 13, we just lost the bonus question. But still alive here, doing very well. 4-3, going into the 6th question in this round.
and we are going to dive into the Decline and Wilderness films from the 60s through the 80s. In The Jungle Book, which character wants Mowgli to teach him to make fire?
You had a couple toughies in a row there. We'll have to see if our competitors
Just a little bit. Can they bounce back here in this
back.
question?
Yeah. We'll have to see in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And we'll start with Cameron.
King Louis.
King Louis is correct. Amanda.
King Louis.
And we are back on the answering train.
All right, and we are going now into everyone's favorite category, package films. These are, of course, the short collections of the 40s. And your question: which of these is not a segment of Make Mine Music? Blue Bayou, The Ballad of Casey, Two Silhouettes, or Peter and the Wolf?
Those pesky package films. How well can you keep them straight?
Package films. I will say at this point, Amanda still has a 1-point lead over Cameron, which I'm sure is a surprise to most people. But Amanda actually has a pretty good track record in round number 1. So we'll have to see how this goes in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we are starting with Amanda.
I don't know, Two Silhouettes.
That is incorrect. Cameron.
I was so confused because I thought they were all in there, and then I remembered it's called Casey at the Bat, so the Ballad of Casey.
That is correct. So Cameron.
I thought I had the name wrong, but I was like, all 4 are in.
Yeah. Cameron tying it up at 5, going into the final question in this round. Can either competitor get a lead?
We shall have to see in this question about the CG revolution, 2010s to the present. In Encanto, what is the name of Mirabel's super strong sister? This one has a lot of popularity as well.
Does.
I very much enjoyed it.
This is quite a popular film. I will say I definitely liked it more on the rewatch. But I mean the songs are impeccable. And that seems to be the thing people are.
Yes, there's one song in particular that frequently gets sung around me.
Absolutely. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And let's go ahead and start with Cameron.
Louisa.
Louisa is correct. Amanda?
Louisa. I spelled it wrong, but
Phonetically,
I don't know
we'll
if I
still
was
accept
right
it.
in spelling.
You actually were.
Yeah, it's true. All right. So, like we said, no perfect rounds, but both competitors come out of round number 1 neck and neck with 6 points apiece. So this is proving to be quite an interesting match. We will just have to see how things continue as we bring up the rules for round number 2. All right, in round number 2, each competitor will spin the wheel up to 2 times. If you do not like your first spin, you can choose to spin again. However, if you land on opponent's choice, you are stuck with that. Competitors will get 4 questions in their category. Questions in this round are worth 2 points. Multiple choice is available. However, if it is used, the value of the question will drop to 1 point. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may steal if a competitor gives an incorrect response. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. All right, so like I said, we are currently tied at 6. However, Cameron came into today's match as the favorite. So Cameron, you have the choice. Would you like to spin the wheel first, or would you like to defer to Amanda?
I'll go first this time.
All right, so Cameron is going to choose to go first. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the wheel for him. Cameron, can you see the wheel?
I can.
All right, then Cameron, this spin is yours. Obviously looking for something, for a strong category in this, and he has landed on Decline and Wilderness, the films of the 60s through the 80s. Cameron, would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll spin again.
Gonna choose to spin again, so let's see if we can find something a little stronger for him. And he has landed on Princesses.
Every boy's dream.
So Cameron is going to receive 4 questions in the category of princesses. And Cameron, I am going to be asking these questions to you. Cameron, your first question in the category of princesses. 4-time Tony Award nominee Judy Kuhn provides the singing voice for what Disney princess?
I'll go multiple choice.
Multiple choice. It is your options there. Is it A, Esmeralda, B, Jasmine, C, Pocahontas, or D, Mulan?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is incorrect. So Amanda, you're going to get the option to steal your let me repeat the question. 4-time Tony Award nominee Judy Kuhn provides the singing voice of what Disney princess? Is it A, Esmeralda, B, Jasmine, C, Pocahontas, or D, Mulan?
Pocahontas.
It is Pocahontas for a 1-point steal. So Amanda,
Knew it wasn't the other two.
Amanda claiming the lead here in Cameron's round. We'll have to see if Cameron can turn it around with his next question. In Cinderella, what song does she sing while scrubbing the floor?
I'll go multiple choice.
5. All right, multiple choice it is. And your options there. Is it A, The Work Song, B, Sing Sweet Nightingale, C, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, or D, So This Is Love?
B.
B, Sing Sweet Nightingale is correct for 1 point, tying it back up. Going into the penultimate question in this round. Who provides the speaking voice of Chief Tui, Moana's father?
Tamura Morrison.
Tamura Morrison is correct for 2 points. All right, and your final question in this category of princesses. According to Beauty and the Beast, what does Belle's name mean?
Beauty.
Beauty is correct for 2 points. So after that round, Cameron has a 4-point lead, 11-7. Kind of a tough round for Cameron, but now Amanda is going to get the opportunity to answer back with her own wheel spin. So let's go ahead and bring up the wheel for Amanda. All right, Amanda, can you see the wheel?
I can.
All right, then Amanda, this spin is yours. All right, and Amanda, you have now landed on Decline and Wilderness, the films of the 60s through the 80s. Would you like to keep it, or would you also like to spin again?
I'll spin again.
All right, Amanda. Also, neither one of these competitors wants Decline or Wilderness, so we'll have to see what comes up instead. And it looks like we
You know what? I guess I'm doing Decline.
Free will is an illusion.
Really wanted Decline and Wilderness to be asked, so that is what we are doing. decline, and wilderness. So, Amanda, you are now going to receive 4 questions in the category of decline and wilderness. And these questions are asked by none other than Dr. Meggs herself.
All right, Amanda, your first question of 4 here in decline and wilderness. In 1977's The Rescuers, what is the name of the albatross who serves as Bernard and Bianca's air travel?
Could I get multiple choice, please?
You certainly may. Is it A, Lindbergh, B, Orville, C, Wilbur, or D, Earhart?
I want to say it's Wilbur, C.
Wilbur is incorrect. So I shall give Cameron the question and the options again for a 1-point steal. Cameron, in 1977's The Rescuers, what is the name of the albatross who serves as Bernard and Bianca's air travel? Is it A, Lindbergh, B, Orville, C, Wilbur, or D, Earhart?
It's Orville, who was Wilbur's brother.
Orville is the correct one.
Okay.
Yes.
Wilbur's in Down Under, right?
I can neither confirm nor deny that, as it
Fair
could be a
enough.
question later on. But Amanda, we will move on into your second question.
Okay.
In the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, what does Pooh disguise himself as to get honey from the honey tree?
A little black rain cloud.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, halfway through here, Amanda, you are at 9 to Cameron's 12 here. The chance to come ahead here with these last 2 questions. And your third question, who voices Oliver in Oliver and Company?
Gosh. Multiple choice.
Absolutely. Your options are, is it A, Joey Lawrence, B, Michael J. Fox, C, Sean Astin, or D, Jonathan Brandis?
D, Jonathan Brandis.
That is unfortunately incorrect.
Crap.
So Cameron, I will give you the repeat of the question and options. Who voices Oliver in Oliver and Company? Is it A, Joey Lawrence, B, Michael J. Fox, C, Sean Astin, or D, Jonathan Brandis?
To quote the man himself, whoa, terrible impression. It's Joey Lawrence.
Impressions, debatable,
I was not
but that is
alive
a correct
when Michelle
answer.
Blossom was on there, for the record.
I mean, I will say, just to help you out a little bit, it's more like, whoa. But yeah.
Sure.
Inflection is the key to all those.
It does.
Anyways, Amanda, I'm going to give you your final question here in this category to close the gap here. In The Black Cauldron, what is the name of the young pig keeper who dreams of becoming a famous warrior?
Multiple choice.
I certainly can provide you that. Is it A, Dalbin, B, Gurgi, C, Terran, or D, Ordu?
B. Sounds funny.
B as in boy is incorrect.
This sounded
So
funny.
Cameron, I'll give you another chance for a steal here. Excuse me. In the Black Cauldron, what is the name of the young pig keeper who dreams of becoming a famous warrior? Is it A, Dalbin, B, Gurgi, C, Terran, or D, Ordu?
That's Terran.
And that is correct for another one.
Gurgi is very funny, though. He's the best character in a Disney film, for the record.
Okay, hot
That
take.
may be my guy, Fluter Flam.
Okay, so at the end of that round number 2, Cameron is currently in the lead, 14-9. He has a 5-point lead over Amanda, but it is still anyone's game. So we will now go ahead and bring up the rules for round number 3. All right, in round number 3, competitors will choose 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 20 that correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor will receive 3 questions ranging from 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors will have 15 seconds to write each answer. There is no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. All right. So, like I said, Cameron is currently in the lead. So, Cameron, you are going to get the opportunity to choose your 3 numbers first. What 3 would you like?
So normally I take 23-19. I'm going to change things up a little bit though today. And I'm going to take 23 and 19.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very different.
Feeling a little
Very,
spicy
very
there.
different.
Yeah.
All right. So, Amanda, your 3 numbers.
Let's go 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9.
And Clay, I'm still waiting on my bonus points for the Pixar reference. So if you can just
Oh,
Venmo me the points or whatever.
I never promised that.
Sorry, not Venmo. Can you cash at me the points?
No.
Just send it in an unmarked envelope at your local post office.
No. We'll talk after.
We'll
All right. Okay.
It's fine. I won't need them.
Like I said, Amanda is currently down by 5, which means that we are going to start with Amanda to answer some questions so that she can have the opportunity to avoid that TKO and send it back to Cameron. So, Amanda, we are going to start with your 2-point question. You chose number 7, and that comes to the category of hybrid films. Okay? And your question for 2 points. In So Dear to My Heart, what color is the lamb, Danny?
Blue.
That is incorrect. We were looking for black. It's a black sheep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All
I don't know
right.
a thing about that movie.
It's all right. So we are moving on now to your 3-point question. Still down by 5 going into this. You chose number 8, which relates to the category of the Muppets.
Okay.
Okay. And your question for 3 points in the Muppets. In the Muppet movie, Doc Hopper primarily promotes what type of food in his restaurant?
Tossed salad. I don't know.
That is also incorrect.
Very
we were
Muppet
looking
thing.
for frog legs.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, he has frog leg restaurants. All right, so we are now down to the 5-point question. So as a reminder, if Amanda gets this correct, she will tie it up and send it to Cameron to answer his 2-point question. However, if she misses, Cameron will win his 2nd match in a row by TKO. All right. So, Amanda, your final question. You chose number 9, and that relates to the category of early Pixar.
Okay.
Your question for 5 points. In A Bug's Life, what is the name of the finale of P.T. Flea's act that involves the lighting of a trail of matches end on end?
I'm gonna need a repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat of the match. You have 2 more. Your question in the category of early Pixar. In A Bug's Life, what is the name of the finale of P.T. Flea's act that involves the lighting of a trail of matches end on end?
I set myself on fire.
And your winner, the DreamWorker, Cameron Holtzman. We were looking for the Flaming Death. Flaming Death. So Cameron once again picks up a TKO win in the tournament, his 2nd in a row. Congratulations, Cameron. Hard fought match for Amanda. But I will see you guys again for post-match interviews. All right. Well, Megan, there you have it. Cameron, I mean,
his confidence is working out.
Bit. Yeah, but I will say, this is probably the most I've seen him struggle in any match was in this match. Only getting
that
5
round
in
2.
round number 1. Round number 2 was rather difficult for him as well, but he didn't even have to answer any questions in round number 3. So, he's still he's still doing something right. But I think that Amanda acquitted herself very well. Like I said, she kept neck and neck with Cameron in round number 1. Her round number 2, unfortunately, she gave him a couple of steals that gave him the lead that he needed to create this opportunity. But still, nothing to scoff at. So what do you say we go ahead and speak to both of our competitors now for this interview, post-match interview?
Sounds good. And I am here with Amanda yet again. I get to see you here. Fortunately, not able to come away this time, but overall, how are you feeling? It was a tough match for us all.
I think I started out really well. I had like a couple of hard rounds that were all questions I did not know the answers to. And then, one of them I got in my head too much and I put the wrong one down. And then I knew that should have been like, I don't remember which one it was. I got in my head too much. And then the Muppets from Space, I got the one word wrong. And that, I think alone, that is like what turned it into a TKO.
Sometimes just those one questions will just stick with you there. But you guys stayed neck and neck through that first round. So you were keeping step there. Had a little struggle there. What was it about Decline in Wilderness and that wheel? It was just determined to be there, but it turned out to be some tough category questions for you there.
Yeah, like the Orville Wilbur thing. Like I remember Wilbur, but I remember Wilbur from Down Under, but I forgot that it was somebody different in the first one.
Possibly the better of the two, but we won't go down that dichotomy of discussion just yet. But sometimes you go 50-50 and sometimes you hit it and sometimes you don't. Yeah. So, but definitely a well-fought match to try and keep up with Cameron here. But unfortunately, this does end your run in this tournament. But I think this was definitely not a match to hang your head on. Just we all run into questions we don't know. So
I'm happy with it.
Absolutely. Glad to hear that you're happy with it. Well, always great to see you, and hopefully we shall see you again in the near future.
Alrighty.
And I am back here with Cameron, our now 2-time TKO victor in this tournament. I imagine you are feeling pretty good about that performance.
I do and I don't. Like, obviously it feels really good to get a TKO. I did not play I didn't play anywhere near as good as I played in my round 1 match in this match. I always talk about I'm here to bring the truth, so I got to be honest with myself. 6 in round 1 I think is like tied for the lowest I've scored in a round one. Which, to be fair, if that's the lowest, still doing pretty good, but would have liked to get more. And then, yeah, round two, when I spun princesses, and especially when I heard that first question, I was a little worried, I'll be honest.
Okay.
I knew which two of the multiple choice options it wasn't, and I had a 50-50 shot, and I picked the wrong one on the other one. Then luckily I brought it back, and then the decline wilderness, yeah, like there, as was stated in my previous match by Caleb Bowman, that should be called the dark times for a reason. They are the bad movies. They are the ones we wish we could forget. But unfortunately, I remember them quite well. The Black Cauldron is not a great movie, but I like the books that it is based on. The Rescuers movies are both terrible. Stop lying to yourselves. Oliver and Company. I knew it was Joey from Blossom, and I couldn't remember his last name, but luckily Amanda went multiple choice. Yeah, I think just like steals were really the thing that won it for me today. And then round three, like I didn't have to answer a question in round three. It always feels good. Just get out of here, get it done quick. And now I'm ready for the semis, I believe, is what's next, right?
Yes, you will be moving into our semifinals, and I have a feeling what you're going to say.
Yeah, I'll be seeing
and
Caleb Coho in the semifinals. The rest of you can try, do what you will, but I'll see Caleb Coho in the semifinals. I'll beat him again, and then the world will be the way it's supposed to be.
Well, I know you don't necessarily feel the best about today's particular performance from a statistical standpoint, which I appreciate and I understand, but congratulations on your win, and we shall see you in the semifinals.
That you will.
All right. Well, there you go. Again, Cameron, as confident as ever, which I'm not surprised about.
Well, when you have a record like his, you kind of have earned the ability to have a little bit of arrogance and a little bit of confidence there, but there's still a lot of tournament left to be had, so there is definitely no crowning of a new number one contender just yet.
No, not
even close
yet. So again, I want to thank everyone for watching. Hope that you are enjoying the tournament as we are starting this second round, the quarterfinals. Just want to remind you all to like, subscribe, comment on the videos, share, let people know what's going on here. Don't forget to check out our podcast output. We're the Flying Cow, wherever you find podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Google Play, all of those. And also don't forget to check out the patreon.com/the Flying Cow. We've got a lot of great tiers there, even some specifically for movie battles. So remember to check those out. But as always, thanks for being here. Excited to see what we got coming up. And in order to see it, you got to stay here. You got to stay watching. And remember, move.
Mm.